Welcome to the Vuelta al Tachira. It is a Conti only race. For me it's 8 o'clock at night, so apologies if I try and rush through it. We're using the 2018 route. We have the start list selected that was handily posted in the pack. First race hype. Hey Han, welcome G Banana to the stream. Thanks Han for the follow. Number 60. Excellent. Apologies if I pronounce your name wrong, just tell me. But anyway, it looks like a pretty strong lineup for the Conti teams. Jesus Herrera, Simon Clark, Omar Frale back in Conti, Domenico Pozzovivo, Abraham Sin, Ivan Sosa here for Embrace the World. Also Kern has got Airlotti. Quite a few of these teams got one or two nice big riders. Good to see a few new sponsors like Diamante, Benefica, Embrace, Skoda, Monster. Nice, awesome jerseys. Anyway, we're going to be Bike 8 as always. It's more like Hannah. Oh, okay. Anyway. Favourites, of course, Omar Frale. Can I change to one rider? I can. Perfect. Makes it easier for me. My favourite is Jens Linders. Omar Frale is semi-decent sprinter. Ben Dixon, 2 sprint points on offer. Let's get into it. Don't know if you guys saw this morning, but this morning I had the UCI. I had the Tail Down Under, first World Tour race of the season, and that went quite reasonably well. Of course, we're going to butcher half these names because I don't understand how they are spelt and whatnot. I'm going to be biased here. I'm going to support Pozzovivo. Pozzovivo, ex-rider of mine, now riding for Skoda. Let's get our rider straight out of the way. Onto zero. He starts at the front, of course he starts at the front. There is a intermediate sprint to 20 kilometers into the race, almost straight away. Will we see a big breakaway go? Hey, Benedetti's here as well. We have Bizalks and Colorado attacking. Looks like it's going to be a two-man break. Anyone else going to join them? Yes, it looks like this rider from Uber. Just trying to get his word up. But look at those monster jerseys. Don't they look quite fantastic? Stand out quite well. There you go, my rider has withdrawn. In the breakaway, the rider from Beat Cycling, Colorado, and Bizalks for the Diamante team, which actually looks a lot better than the mini jersey. I'll give that to them. They've got a gap of 2 minutes while the new jerseys are there. What's this? This is a Roubaix, Van Rysel Roubaix. They've got a nice new jersey. Fair to be honest, got Pozo, yeah. Although, and if you have a look in the chat, you see that, like in the group thing, you see Jesus Herrera wins, beats Ivan Sosa. Another new jersey, Team Skoda. Green actually looks quite good on them. Embrace the World reminds me of One Pro Cycling kind of vibes. It's always good to get a nice bright red kit, or you can use the Fly Emirates, but on the front, who are they? Who are they again? Sport Lip is a Benefica. Okay, cool. Cool, quite a good peloton, reasonably sized. Let's fast forward it and get to some of these interesting points now. What do you mean about what? There's a bit of a delay with the text when I say it. Oh, I missed the sprint. Colorado took it ahead of Bizalks, and in the peloton, is anyone going to go for it? Just double check that. Yep. Yep, there is a sprint towards the intermediate sprint. Reinders going for it, as is Benny Dixon, but it looks like Reinders takes the last bonus second on offer. Yeah, I did. I said I'd support Pozzovivo because used to ride for Israel Premier Tech, turned Mapai GB. But yeah. 30k still next into me at sprint gap. It's 2 minutes 40 working on the front. Is Colo quick Saint St. Michael Uber and Roubaix, I think. Yeah, Van der Rijs or Roubaix. Very small turnout. We'll see some very interesting results from what I've gathered from Cyril. And we'll see an attack towards the final finish. 5 kilometers intermediate sprint inbound. 1 kilometer. We're going to see Colorado take it once again. Bazalks launches first blue car of death, does not get in the way, and Colorado takes it about half a bike wheel ahead. The gap is now down to a minute as we see. Ooh, I think Ryan just got that just. As we see the peloton at Lotto Kern, of course, for Lucas Kartzen. Working well. No intermediate sprints, just straight to the line. Hopefully everyone here keeps up and no one will be dropped. Gap is down to 30 seconds, 20 seconds now, and the brake has been caught. Oh, what happened at the back? Holy shit, there's a thing at the back. Oh, looks like Lotti has crashed and his whole team has gone back to get him. It's unlucky for the Italian rider. 34 Ks to go. He should make it back, but who knows. Good morning, Eva. Also off the back is Madrazo. Van Enkel, Casalimo, and Fernandez. Still 30 Ks to go. Front of the peloton seems to be pacing. Team Skoda and Uber and... Ooh, what do they call this team now? Sabgal and Nicola. The real question is, will these Lotto Kern boys get back on? Ooh, looks like they're struggling, but I think the peloton will reduce their pace at some point. They've dropped a few of their domestics in the hunt for trying to catch a Lotti back up. A few more splinter groups off the back now. Jack Drake, the Kiwi for Huggins. Well, it used to be Huggins Bermans. Ah, it used to be, that's right, the whole team used to be Huggins Bermans. There's an attack at the front. Yamain is off the front. It's Ivan Sosa now trying his luck. He's embraced the world. It is embraced the world. It is up to Burgos to chase him down. Duarte is doing some work. Hey, Coloquick, I mean... Coloquick could surprise someone. Don't forget we're using +5 form. So it really could be anyone's game. Sosa still out in front, just ever so slightly dangling. Lotti looks to be getting further and further away from the peloton. Is that Ben Wiggins there, is it? It is Ben Wiggins. About to go on the penultimate descent. 12 kilometers to go. Lawson Craddock for St. Uber. Geez, some really strong riders here in Conti now. It looks like Coloquick's got the train. Posivivo's chilling on the back of the Coloquick train. He knows what's up. On the right hand side, the St. Uber train, and then looks like Roubaix trying to organise something. Benefica has something organised there. Big loser today, of course, Lotto Kern's manager, whoever that may be. Lotti is now having to work on the front to try to catch back up. We are climbing the hill for the final time. Will we see an attack from Ivan Sosa? Simon Clark is real. Simon Clark used to ride for me. Oh, see ya. See ya, Gibrana. St. Michael Uber now to the front. Molinar kind of being distanced from his lead out. They're all fighting for position. Team Coloquick on the left hand side of the road. They've taken it. They've taken a little bit of advantage that they had. They're now in the very front of the peloton. 3 kilometers to go. Levi and Ben Dixon, they're all... The final hill has been finished. It's now a downhill to the line. Case Ball is moving more up into position, or is he sprinting for himself? Who knows? Looks like Ben Dixon, the sprinter for Coloquick, is on the left hand side. He is beginning the sprint first. Can he hold on 200 meters? Coloquick with the win. Their manager had no faith in them. They expected an 11th place, but you know, first place instead. A lot of riders losing time, of course. Lucas Cartson, the sprinter for Team Lotto Kern, and Air Lottie, of course. He is the main GC favourite that'll be losing time today. Collar Quick off to an awesome start there. Yeah, it's very nasty for LD. Hey, Cyril, any reason you're typing in Race Chat channel? Like, I'm not sure what Race Chat's for. Like, it's all good. Just curious. Anyway, podium first stage of the Conti only races, I think. Louis Benedictson. Actually, we've had a Conti race already, haven't we? Yes, we have. But Korachek won that, so this. God knows what it was. There's definitely a Conti race, but not a Conti only race. Anyway, Louis Benedictson is in the yellow jersey as the leader of the Vuelta al Tachira in Bicicleta. Huh. Okay, because everyone else was just using the live stages channel. It's all good. That makes more sense. Huh. That makes way more sense, Cyril. All good. Of course, Ben Dixon is also in the points jersey, of course, taking the maximum points in that final sprint. Young rider is Henry van der Belt, and there was no KOM points on offer. Burgos leading the team classification, but who really knows what's happening there? Vuelta. First win, stop the count. Stage 2, an uphill drag. Let's hope some of these teams have got some climbers. I know we have Air Lottie, of course, Posivivo, Sosa, Frale, and Herrada. And then a few others, Steinhauser, DS. Oh, Colin Stussy, of course. ATT Investments, Lawson Craddock. Oh, Herman whatever you pronounce his name, is also here. God, this music's annoying me. Always use this music. Race is starting. Anyone going to do any attack here? We see the likes of Skoda coming to the front now. There's Molinar in the youth classification jersey. Looks pretty similar to the Roubaix jersey as Roubaix attacks. They're sending Laval up the road. Solo break. Okay. It means a lot of riders must be saving themselves to help their mountain climber do quite well today. The gap has gone up to 2 minutes 30 and it's reducing, sitting steady around 2 minutes now. As we see Beat Cycling, Skoda and Colo Quick helping out in the pacemaking. Let's remind ourselves who the lone breakaway rider is. He looks like a Cobbly rider. Cobbly sprinter, it is Laval from Roubaix, looking awesome in that pink jersey. Pink seems to be the colour of the season. Now let's see, is he going to take the sprint points here? I mean, there's no one to contend with, but he's still going for it. He takes maximum points there. His teammates on the front working. Wow, that's a Roubaix problem there. Oh, they're working for Reinders. Reinders, they're going to go 1-2 in the intermediate classification. We see Simon Clark in the last second try to dive bomb it, but he misses out to Skoda's Domestique. Another intermediate sprint coming up in 40 kilometers to go. It looks like some strong crosswinds. Let's bring up top 10. Let's bring up top 10 in these three classifications here. Colorado top 10 in this points GC at the moment. Then we have the overall GC. Pozzovivo. What's he? 10th. He came 10th on the first stage? Bloody hell. Good old Pozzovivo there. Really strong echelons as we see a 28 km an hour crosswind. While these riders will be losing some energy, just trying to keep up. The gap to Laval is slowly reducing. It's about a minute 50 now. We will slow it down as we get closer to the intermediate sprint. We of course see Laval looking pretty tired now. The gap's gone back out to 2 minutes as he takes maximum points here. In the peloton it is Reinders once again trying to take second as their teammate. Who's going to take it? Is it going to be Janssen? Looks like Janssen takes it just. They did not go 1, 2, 3 for the Roubaix squad in the intermediate sprints. Minute 20 is the gap. Looks like it's going to start shrinking now as the terrain starts to go up. We'll start to see a few climbers coming to the fore. Gap's still holding steady. 20k, so we get the first KOM points of the race. 4 points on offer. Will we see the breakaways survive until then? Solo rider getting a lot of screen time. 5 kilometers. He's looking dead as the terrain slopes up to 6%, even 7% now. Still holding his 2-minute lead on the peloton. He takes maximum points at the KOM mark. We see a 30 km an hour headwind. Is anyone in the peloton going to contest? No, it looks like Bazinek takes next, and then Levi for Team Coloquick takes third. Still 2-minute gap. Looks like the peloton's not too like wanting to catch up too badly. Next KOM point. Laval takes another 4 points. There's 7 more points on offer at the top. Who's going to go over next? It's Silva, then Kaspar. So, I mean, the only way to beat Laval now is if any of these riders here win the next KOM point, which could be unlikely. The gap is extending again back to a minute and a half as they have a tailwind now. 24 kilometers to go. We're starting to see some tired riders at the back. Not yet. A few riders just doing a bit of more effort than they need to. Laval has been finally caught with 23 kilometers to go. Burgos BH on the front. There's Sprinter Mora, third overall. Are we going to see an attack? Or is everyone just content with riding together? A rider has been dropped. Is it going to be? It is Laval, the rider from the breakaway, 13th overall. He should be in the KOM jersey tomorrow, but it's not entirely guaranteed. 16 kilometers now to the top. The last descent of the race before the climb truly starts as we see an attack by Lagan. Mora and Baznek straight on the wheel. Simon Clark, the first of the big names at the front here. A.L. Lottie, who lost 4 minutes yesterday. He's also showing his face at the front. There's Domenico Pozzovivo, 10th overall. Hopefully this course suits him. Looks like Mora, 3rd overall, is dying as Bazinek starts to push the pace a bit more. There's 9 kilometers to the top. We should see some more riders dropping. Steinhauser now launches an attack. El Lotti is straight on his wheel, followed by Simon Clark and Posivivo. Omar Frale getting blocked by Semita there. Colin Stussy, the great Swiss climber. He's going to try and keep up with the front runners as more riders are dropped from the back. The peloton is down to 64 riders at 6.5 kilometers to go. Oh, Nicola Conchi attacks now for Team Monster. El Lotti straight onto their wheel. El Lotti knows they have to be in it to win it. A big line of the favourites. Persteiner is the first rider not to make it to the select group of 10. Boutz is only just hanging on. He sees his leader there, Steinhauser. He should be happy with that. Posivivo's looking a little bit tired. 4.6 kilometers to go. These riders at the back should start moving up. Samita's looking dead now. Frale is going to take 7 points in the KOM classification. He will not be leading that. At the end of the day, it's going to be Laval, the rider from the breakaway. 3 kilometers. It is a slight descent shortly. Is anyone going to attack over the top? A second group of 11 with a lot of embrace the world here, protecting Ivan Sosa, who looks dead. They're about 40 seconds behind. Frale leads the group on the descent. Simon Clark. El Lotti launches his sprint first. Looks like El Lotti's got the jump on everyone. Conchi in second. They're followed by Stussy. El Lotti making up for missing out on the first stage. He won't be in the lead, but he has a stage win to his name. Sosa coming in 40 seconds down. Posivivo 52 seconds down. Jetzt Bowl with Reinders now. In A1 there is Molinar, the pink jersey, the leader's race jersey. Benedictson finishes 2 minutes down. Last on the road, of course, Laval. If he finishes the stage, he will be in the KOM classification. Jersey full tomorrow. For him, it's just a nice stroll in the park. Confirmation that El Lotti wins the stage. Group bunch sprint of 6 ahead of Conchi and Stussy. Overall leader is Conchi, of course. Then Stussy, Clark, Frale, and Samita. All everyone else, 47 seconds down, we have Sosa, Posivivo, and Abrahamson. Best climber wearing the fluoro green is Laval, followed by Frale. Simon Clark moves into the points classification. 1 point ahead of Stage 1's winner. And Steinhauser maintains his lead in the young rider classification, as we see his team does not have a transfer art for the front. Yeah, Conchi in the lead. Let's get into stage 3. Another undulating route for Frale or Simon Clark. Looks like it's a little bit of a punchy finish there. Stage 3, let's get into it. We have Conchi in the leader's jersey, Laval in the mountain jersey, Clark in the points, and Steinhauser in the youth jersey. Who's going to be in today's breakaway? There's 2 sprint points on offer. An undulating route could be a day for the breakaway with a punchy finish at the end. Team Monster moving up to the front. They look to be increasing the pace, making sure no one can break away. Maybe today will be a day where everyone just sticks together. A little bit surprising for PCM. The peloton has slowed some bit. Jeez, and no one's going for anything. Fair enough. I mean, maybe, hopefully they sprint for the intermediate sprint, but we'll see. 3.2 Ks to the intermediate sprint on the top of this climb. It's still Monster leading the peloton. 800 meters. Is no one going to go for these points? No one's going for anything. Browning takes maximum points. Monster taking the first 3 placings. Keeping Conchi safe. Hopefully everyone should keep up today, so it's kind of like a nil stage, just going for points really, in stage win. Don't know why no one attacked. Well, this is fun. You guys having fun? Second intermediate sprint incoming. The one time I don't slow down will be the time they actually contest it. 1 kilometer to go. Simon Clark, surely he wants to contest it, get him some more points. Lotti is 53rd after his stage win yesterday. Oh, Simon Clark in the mix. I think he gained 1 point there. He did. And of course a bonus second. Oh, PCM Logic is amazing. Hopefully Tim Colloquick can do us another masterclass. It'd be great to see them doing something. Actually, hopefully the peloton actually does something for the sprint. But hey, it's a quick stage to simulate. There's nothing like exciting going on. Oh, puncture for a rider from Embrace the World, and he is of course straight back in because the peloton's going 23 kilometers an hour. $20 kilometers to go. Do we see some sprint trains lining up? Nope. Team Monster just chilling on the front. There we go. There's an attack. Attack by Wanstall and Lagan. Casemiro also helping out. Ben Wiggins also trying. Geez, they're going for the breakaway now. 10 kilometers to go. Posivivo and Steinhaus are getting in the mix. Lotti trying to do something. Here we go. Odd place to attack, but hopefully someone can get a break. Lotti did not make it into the breakaway. He is now sitting up, and the peloton looks like it is going to be Anti-Color doing some of the chasing there. They're all spread out across the road. The front bunch is Wenstell, Lagan, Casemiro in between with Wiggins, Budinsky, Vanderbel, Posivivo and Christian, who have just been caught by the peloton. There is a small split behind, but looks like they're all coming back together. Posivivo goes again. He knows if he wants to win this overall, he needs to gain back some of the time he lost yesterday. The duo out in front of the 3 kilometers to go. They're on the 7% climb now. Lagan looks like he's about to drop one stool. They're about, what's that, 50 seconds ahead of the peloton. Posivivo has been caught as Vanderbilt goes on the attack again for Beat Cycling. It looks like it might be a 4-way sprint. Can Vanderbilt make it up to the front bunch? 1.3 to go. Lagan launches his sprint. The one stool sitting in the wheel. Lagan looks like he's dead. They both look like they're dead. It's anyone's game here. 300 meters to go. Lagan from St. Uber takes the third stage. Casemiro in fourth. Vanderbilt looks like he takes hopefully a few seconds here. Jesus Harada, Lotti, Abrahamson. Looks like most of the favourites are keeping up here. Will we see a time gap in here? We'll have to check the results for that. Sosa, of course, sitting a bit far back. PCM says there's a gap here. Hopefully not, as there are a few riders caught out behind. We'll have to see what gaps PCM found. But what an interesting stage. Nothing happened until something did happen. There we are, 19 seconds is what Lagan has for his stage win. Saint Michael Uber looking good in the orangey yellow kit. So Jesus Harada, Eolotti, Frale, Abrahamson in the top 10. So Vanderbilt did not get a gap. Conchi is still in the lead. Stussi, Clark, Frale, Samita still 47 seconds down for these other lads here. Best climber, there were no points on offer. Laval keeps his jersey. Points classification is now led by Giovanni Eolotti. What a great, prize for after losing time on the earlier stages. Simon Clark is down on 4th. Benedictson gaining a few intermediate sprint points is on 3rd, and Vanderbilt, second equal. Young rider still Steinhauser tied with Christensen and Gashinard. St. Michael Uber apparently in the team lead, but who knows what that will be there. Nice G-Banana. On a mountain. Any changes to the top 10? Abrahamson gains a couple of places, but no one really gains any time. Well, I see we're going to look at the time gaps. 19 seconds back. Okay, the only time gap is those two leaders who are 19 seconds ahead. So I guess a few riders are lucky today. Stage 4, halfway up. It looks like it's another punchy stage. Not a hill, not a mountain. I'll be back. Look at that, back just in time for the start of the race. So we can get all these tick boxes on, see everyone who's in the top 10 of each classification. Please, there be a breakaway today. I hope there's a breakaway. Bit more interesting. There we are. Diamante. That's the team, right? Diamante. Can't see it, oh well. Stockman on the attack. Laval, the KOM jersey leader, also on the attack. I don't think he'll stay in long enough to get those points there. Two-man breakaway today. No one else going to join them. Yes, Colo Quick trying to get in on the action. ML Tudal trying to get in the break with another rider from Diamante. But it looks like Monster is not happy with that, and they would chase these riders down. Monster's not happy with anyone else joining the breakaway, as we see Muff from Colo Quick and Niera from Roubaix trying to get themselves into the break. There's an intermediate sprint point in 10 kilometers. Niera and Muff trying once again, but it's Bezanek, the Polish domestic, on the front for Team Monster. Tudal now tries with Archbold and Niera, three riders trying to make it away. I'm not sure who they don't like. It might be Muff. Sorry, not Muff, Tudel. No wind, but everyone's all just sitting in a line there. Our two leaders out in front have the intermediate sprint point up for grabs. Looks like Stockman's taking it ahead of Laval. Out in the peloton, Anderson now from Colo Quick trying a move, but he is caught right away. There's no one here going to contest the sprint. No one is, as Bezanek takes the final bonus second there. Looks like the riders have given up trying to get in the breakaway. The Team Colo Quick manager has told them to save themselves. They've got one stage win in the bank. They would like another. So Muff says, hey, it's my turn to go. Bezanek is not liking it, but Muff has made a reasonable gap. Looks like he is making it across to the front bunch, and there is now a trio out in front. They have a 2-minute lead with Monster still on the front, but they are now joined by Skoda. once we hit this intermediate point, the terrain goes up pretty much the whole way to the finish line. 9 kilometers to the next intermediate sprint. There's 3 riders out in front. We will get one of them contesting. 1 kilometer to go. Who's going to go for it? It is Stockman once again going for it. The other 2 are not caring too much. Muff just doesn't want to drop from the breakaway as he takes second there, gaining some points and some bonus seconds. The gap to the breakaway is being cut. 30 seconds now with 40 kilometers to go. Benedetti, the Polish rider on the front for Team Skoda. Skoda, who are they working for? They must be working for, that's right, Pozzovivo. Laval, the KOM leader, has been caught. There's only Stockman and Muff out in front remaining. Casemiro now on the front. He finished well the previous stage. He's straight through the mountain for our riders. They are tough today as the breakaway has been caught. Everyone is now back together as we see the rest of the Benefica team coming to the front. Monster and Benefica setting the pace. Monster now, they see that some of their rivals are towards the back and are feeling tired. They're increasing the pace for Conchi, who is in the lead. 5 kilometers to the KOM point. Will we see an attack by someone? Or will these riders just roll through the front? Looks like one still is trying something. Alas, to no avail. We have Nicola Conchi here on the left hand side. He's trying to defend his KOM jersey. Looks like he's getting ready to attack. He's supported by all his Lotto Kern brothers. Conchi senses the danger in Airlotti, and he's just marking his wheel. Well, look at that, Airlotti beaten by his teammate and Conchi in those mountain points. Airlotti's in the points jersey, that's right. My mistake. Anyway, 20 kilometers to go now. A few riders are falling off the pace at the back. It is Wanstall and Muff for Team Colo Quick. So we see a few other Colo Quick riders at the back, Beat and Roubaix. At the front it is Lotto Kern, Uber and Benefica driving the pace. Seven kilometers to go. Team Skoda showing their face at the front again. Pozzovivo is 11th overall. He's out of the top 10. He's just sitting a bit far back for my liking. So we see the whole Roubaix squad chilling at the back. Up towards the front where it matters the most, 5 kilometers. It's going to increase in difficulty the race. The percentage to climb is going to get more difficult. Benedetti and Silva doing most of the pacemaking. Kartsen also doing a decent work. I'm expecting someone to attack. Who will it be? Will it be Conchi, who is the race leader? Or maybe Frale on the left-hand side of the road. 1.9 kilometers to go. It's a bit of a stalemate. Airlotti on the left-hand side getting blocked by Frale as he tried to attack. 1 kilometer to go. Budzinski out of nowhere, the Polish rider, domestic for Pozzovivo, trying to pull him up. Steinhauser on the right, but it's Jesus Harada on the left who just has enough effort and just rolls through towards to win the stage. Airlotti gets second with Frale in third. All of the GC hopefuls kept up today. I don't think we'll see many time gaps here. Jesus Harada takes the stage ahead of Giovanni Airlotti and Omar Frale. Looks like it's all the same time for these leaders at the front. Conchi still in the lead. Frale getting some bonus seconds now, up to second overall. Ooh, dangerous. Jesus Harada jumps up to 6th place. Positivo back in the top 10. Frale now leads the climber classification, takes over from Laval, getting a few points there. And Airlothy extends his lead in the points classification.
Everything changes.
Next up we have a mountain stage. Another day for the big men. Ivan Sosa the favourite with 77 mountain. Jesus Harada, Positivo and Pernsteiner. Big favourites of the day. Yeah, start of the Queen stage now. Blast Drive in the KOM classification, Monster in the GC, Lotto in the points, and Diamante in the youth. Pretty sure. Yeah. We have breakaway on the day. We have Fernandez and Silva, followed by Tomil and Budzinski. Looks like today's going to be a day for a big breakaway as more riders are trying to make their way in there. Tudal for Team Colo Quick. The breakaway has been established at the gap of 1 minute 30. We have Budzinski, Berkmos, Turmai, Guillon, Stockman, Silva, Fernandez, and Tudal. Oh, Fernandez is from Coloquick. Coloquick has 2 riders in the breakaway. So we see Movistar, Monster straight on the front to do the work for the race. The gap is 3 minutes. Will we see a breakaway win today? Don't quite think so, as this hill at the end is looking very, very tough. 11 kilometers to the first intermediate sprint. Will these riders contest it? 2 kilometers, is someone going to contest it? Hopefully maybe some of these Colo Quick riders. Their managers shouting over race radio, do something, do something. Not going to do anything, but they take maximum points there. In the peloton it is just Monster on the front. Glass Drive chilling in second there. Diamante also up there. St. Michael Uber towards the front as well for Jesus Harada, who's sitting 6th overall. The breakaway seems to be working reasonably well together. A few riders aren't pulling their fair share like Budzinski, but oh well. They're still holding a 3-minute lead on the peloton. Second intermediate sprint inbound. They didn't contest the first one, but will they contest the second one? 1 kilometer to go. Tudal's in a great place to gain some more points. Tudal takes second place there. Gap has gone down to 2 minutes. The peloton is working to catch them up. It is Monster at the front, joined by still Glass Drive. 34 kilometers to go as they begin the final climb of the day. The big mountain that is Tudal is the first to be dropped, followed by Gileon. Who have we missed here? Attacked by Pozzovivo, is it? Pozzovivo from the bottom of the climb. He must be feeling strong in himself today as he catches the remnants of the breakaway. He's got 40 seconds on the pack here. Domenico Pozzovivo, 25 kilometers to go. Tudal has been dropped, is now 14 seconds back to the peloton. Molinar is dragging Pozzovivo back. His attack did not go too well as we see the breakaway with 2 minutes chilling up the road. Fernandez for Colo Quick leading them up the pack. A few riders being distanced at the back of the race. Yemen, the domestic for Glassdrive, has dropped. The race sees him as a favourite contender. That is of course not the case. Glassdrive now taken over from Monster, who have disappeared. Conchi's still there for Monster, but most of his domestics have dropped after working hard all day. 20 kilometers to go. Will we see an attack from another rider? Oh, Kevin points. We didn't see who took those. Oh well. Attack at the front by Fernandez. He is joined by Berkmos and Budzinski. The 3 riders have a minute 30 on the peloton. Tumere has just been caught. Let's just quickly have a look at who took those mountain points. Fernandez, Budzinski and Berkmos. So the 3 riders out in front. We're at the front at that point too as well. Lawson Craddock showing his face here now for Jesus Harada. Leaders at the front. Pozzovivo, he tried his attack earlier. He looks like he's paying for the price. You can see how he's swinging all over his bike. That's not a good sign. It's not a steady rhythm. The breakaway only has 53 seconds now as Geshinard for Uber drives the pace. Conchi now isolated from his team is at the front, having to do all the chasing himself. Lagan now moving up to the front. Looks like Harada has sent all of his domestics, most of his domestics, to the front to try and help them out. They go to try and catch his breakaway as we see an attack from Benefica. It is Pernsteiner as he catches Berkmos. Budzinski and Fernandez still up the road, 7.2 kilometers to go. It is the Mexican rider Freire on the front for Diamante. Burgos BH getting in the mix here. Pernsteiner 14th overall, 47 seconds down. He's hoping to gain some time today, but it looks like he's been dragged back by Diamante and Burgos BH. Still 55 riders with 5 kilometers to go. Mora is going for an attack now. He dies off the front. Steinhauser, the youth leader, he catches up to the breakaway as we see Stussi rolling through on the front. Oh my god, the race leader has fought. The race leader, Conchi, has been dropped. There will be a new leader at the end of today's stage. Nicola Conchi has fallen out of contention for this race. Jesus Harada must be one of the favourites here. Steinhauser is in 7th. Who is it? Farley is looking dead. Farley, 2nd overall, is dead. Glassdrive's leader is gone. Where's Pozzovivo? Pozzovivo gone too? Looks like a lot of his domestics are falling back. There's Pozzovivo there. He is dead. Frale's out of contention. So is Lagan. Back up at the front. 2 kilometers to go. Samita's 5th overall. 6 seconds down. Simon Clark is here also. Jesus Harada, 6th overall. Harada's looking dead. So is Clark. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Samita, a rider from a team we did not expect? Hey, Uchi. Pernsteiner, the rider who jumped across to the breakaway. Looks like it could be his day. It is his day, the Austrian. A rider we didn't see coming. A rider who we thought, oh, go into the break. We're going to catch him again. He takes the Queen stage. We see Samita finishing in 2nd, followed by Van der Bell, Fernandez, Stussi, Steinhauser. Jetzt Boll is up in contention. He should be jumping up a few places. Harada, Clark and Sosa, the next of the GC men, rolling through. Not sure who's in the lead. We'll have to check at the end of the stage. There's Lawson Craig. It looks like Uber sent an amazing team to this race. Omar Frale, of course, losing quite a bit of time, losing 2 minutes to a few of those riders in the front bunch. He must not be having a good day, him and Pozzovivo. Nicola Conchi crosses the line, who is last on the hill with some of these monster domestiques. They worked hard, they tried to protect Conchi, they tried to help him to hold on to his leader. I think they're definitely going to finish the stage, so that's good. No overtimes here. Let's confirm with the podium. Pernsteiner wins by 17 seconds to the Burgos BH rider. None of the favourites for the race are doing well. Very, very unexpected. I mean, Pernsteiner up there, but not like top 3 up there. I would have said Harada or Sosa would have done way better, but they lost a minute today. The rider from Burgos BH, Sergio Samita, is in the lead. Pernsteiner in second. Stussi up there. Clark, Steinhauser, Harada, Vanderbiel, Sosa, Huis, and Bouts. A whole lot of riders who I have no clue who they are. Frale still in the KOM jersey. Lotti still in the points. And Steinhauser still in the youth. Burgos this time actually in the team classification lead. There we have it. Samita jumps 4 positions. He's currently in the lead. The rider for Burgos BH. Benefica with Pernsteiner. Maybe I'm just cursed, but Pozzovivo's down in 15th position. Another hilly stage. Sosa once again the favourite. Harada and Pozzovivo. Will we see the GC being mixed up once again? Starts off reasonably up and down, nice strong descent, flat, and then into the tough climb at the end with a descent then punchy finish. Another day for the climbers, maybe a day for the breakaway. Burgos BH now having to show their colours at the front. Looks like Colo Quick is sending some riders to attack. That is right, Muff is first rider to attack. Laval, who lost his KOM jersey, he's in the break once again. Jetzt, Bol and Mora working on the front. Van Engelen from Team Skoda putting some effort in. He's a favourite for the race, for the stage? What the hell? Browning from Monster after losing the GC lead. Monster want to try and show that they're not out of the race. Not yet. Let's have a look. Where is Conchi? He is 26th. 4 minutes down, so maybe he might be able to do something. Wait, the question is, where's Lotti actually? That's the question. Lotti's 39th, he lost substantial time yesterday's stage. Okay. Anyway, 4 riders in the breakaway, Fergus, Browning, Muff, Van Engelen and Laval. The 4 are working well together with 5 kilometers to the intermediate sprint. Will anyone go for it? Looks like they're just going to roll on through. Laval takes more intermediate sprint points. There's a nice long descent. Hopefully all the riders keep safe and no one crashes. Then a plateau for the final climb. Few gaps happening, but we're early on in the race. Everyone should catch back up. 3 minutes 20 is the gap, as we see Embrace the World helping out with the pacemaking. Embrace the World, Lotto Kern, Glass Drive, and Burgos. Odd group of people to work on the front. Into a sprint point, Muff took maximum points there, but no one really contested it. Let's keep it going till we get to the climb, where there is 17 mountain points on offer. So we will likely see a new KOM jersey holder, unless Frale is feeling good today. Wish there was a way for us to see other people's daily forms, but who knows. 20 kilometers to the climb. The breakaway is now only 20 seconds ahead. They're almost within arm's reach. Glass Drive putting a last ditch effort to try and catch them, as we see the riders in the breakaway going full tilt just to try and hold on for a few more seconds. They have made it onto the climb before they are caught. Browning and Van Ingelheim drop off. Muff looks like he's the last rider to be caught. He is. Jack Drake, the rider for Embrace the World, now on the front. ATT, haven't seen much of them in this race. Great to see they're still here. It's a nice gentle climb, 6%. All the way up till we get to our first KOM point. Then it stays roughly the same and then just increases further near the top. Monster now on the front doing the pacemaking. Conchi might be setting up some sort of attack. Maybe another stage win. There's Jan Christensen. So Jan Christen on the front. I don't know who Embrace the World's working for. That's right, they're working for Ivan Sosa, wherever he is. There he is. He's quite way back in the peloton. Ben Wiggins is looking dead. Steinhauser, 5th overall, chilling in the middle of the peloton. We have an attack from a rider. It is Bezanek. Is he going for these KOM points, or is he just going for the ride of his life? Who knows? No one else contesting the rest of the points, as we see Bezanek now first equal on those KOM points, second in the rankings, but if he gains some more points on this final climb, he could do well. Yemaine, once again, the domestique for Glass Drive, drops off the back. He would be a strong climber in his own right. But Glass Drive, of course, having a very, very strong team. Bezanek has been caught by Arkas from Glass Drive. 7Ks to the top of the next climb. There's an attack from a rider from ATT. It's Colin Stussy. Stussy is 3rd overall. Bezanek is the first to counter. Bezanek wants the KOM points. He's happy to work with Stussy. They have a gap of 13 seconds. Glass Drive and St. Michael Uber with Jesus Harada countering. Who the hell's just dropped here? Van Ingveld is somehow a favourite still. It's all back together with 5 kilometers to go. Ivan Sosa launches an attack. He has a minute 38 down. This stage would suit him entirely. Can he hold a gap though? That's the question. Harada and Craddock there. Looks like Simon Clark is also being protected by a domestique. His gap has been neutralised as we see Embrace the World sending Kristen back to the front to do some work. 2.8 kilometers to the top of the climb. The climb has just got harder as Stussy attacks again. It goes up to 8%, even 9%, as he just pulls away from Bezanek. Bezanek unable to follow. Frale realizes too late that he's on the wrong train. Stockman must be on a hell of a day as he catches up to Stussy and subsequently dies. Van der Beveld does the work to catch them back up. All the favourites back together. There's 500 metres to the KOM point. Lega now bringing up his leader. Nope, just 3 domestics for St. Uber. Lagan goes across the line first as we see Frale gaining some more points here, extending his lead. In the KOM classification, he will keep the jersey into the next stage. 2 kilometers to go to descent, then a punchy finish. Who's going to take it? Is it going to be Frale Airlotti on the left-hand side of the road? These riders have a gap. They have dropped both their leaders. St. Michael Uber. However, looks like Omar Frale is going to take the stage victory ahead of Geshenard, Vanderbel and Erlotti. Simon Clark catches up in the last moment with Jesus Herrada. The race leader is here. He looks like he might be losing some time today, or it could be a bunch sprint. Who knows, whatever PCM decides. Who's last man on the road? It is One Stool once again. 5 kilometers to go. He's got an hour to make it. He'll easily make it. Surprise win by Frale there. But Uber with heaps of riders there in full contention for the stage win. Like, what the hell? Podium. Frale. So it looks like it turned out to be a sprint finish with Geshenard, Vanderbel, Erlotti, Molinar, Lagan, Clark, Stussi, Herrada. Samita. Sergio Samita still in the lead. Hey, Omar Frale is not in the top 10. What the hell? Pernsteiner drops to 20 seconds down. Stussi still in third. Everyone kind of kept up, I guess. Frale still in the mountain jersey after getting some points. Erlotti tied equal to Vanderbilt in the points classification. It's going to be a tough battle for that. And Steinhauser still in the youth, but the gap has been reduced. Oh, Friday's 11th. Okay, he's just outside the top 10. But anyway, no real changes in the top 10. Just a few riders outside the top 10 here, changing positions. Maybe some. Were there any time gaps? Yes, but down by Conchi and Neri. So really, no major time gaps at all. Let's get into the 7th stage. Another hilly stage. Sosa once again the favourite. He is slowly climbing that GC. Will we see him win overall, or will the Burgos rider hold on? Look at those riders with their visors on the front. Hope those visors are aero, and I hope they're UCI legal, because God knows if they are. Let's remember to turn this on so that my job is easier. Who will be in the breakaway on the penultimate stage? There we are. We have Damon from Team Beat Cycling, the first man to attack. Looks like Tudal and Galician from Beat as well. Molly for Roubaix. Muff also on the front. He's looking to do something. We see Colo Quick, 2 riders in the breakaway, but it's one still from Lotto Kern who's straight onto the front. He doesn't like someone in this breakaway, so he is going full gas to catch them. He doesn't care if he gets dropped again and finishes last. He just doesn't want these riders to get away. He's for some reason okay with it now, as Tudal, Gilton and Cretin are out in front trying to catch the sole leader Damon. Laval tries to get across, but he is not allowed to. Oh, I thought it was an intermediate point, but it was not. There we are, the breakaway has been established. 4 riders out in front, 2 from Beat Cycling. And this is Jalegian, Damon, Tudal, and Shreetin. God, I can't pronounce names. Intermediate sprint coming up. Will they contest? Come on, someone has to contest the intermediate sprint here. Well, 2-2 from Colquick, maximum points there. Oh, Gillion's trying to get across. I missed his attack. He is almost at the front of the race, 30 seconds behind the leaders. They now hold 2 minutes on the peloton. One more intermediate sprint and then 3 KOM points for 4 points even on the finish. So what's that? 21 and 4, 25 points on offer maximum today. 11 kilometers to the KOM as we see Glass Drive on the front, Skoda, Lotto Kern, Burgos BH, yeah, whole mix of teams there on the front, working of course for the stage win. Another intermediate sprint as we see a few riders being distanced here. Damon's the first to go, then 2 they're all kind of split apart. Gilliton has really rode them off his wheel today. Will they collect back together? Looks like the peloton's just going to slowly collect them up one at a time as they begin the climb, the Alto Las Dantes. There's one rider out in front now. It is Gillingen. He has 4.5 kilometers to the KOM points. We see one still is the first to be dropped. Will we see a rider from the peloton go for the KOM points? We do. Berkmo's attacks. He's riding himself up to the breakaway and looks like he's going to go straight past. Laval also trying his luck to get some more KOM points as he sits up past that gate. See Frale still in the lead, equal now with Berkmos. What's going to happen at the second KOM point, who knows? Peloton's all back together, everyone's working really nicely together. 12 kilometers to go. They're all just chilling. Everyone's back. It's 14 kilometers an hour pace. We see Burgos BH pretending to show their face for the race leader, Samita. As he's not going to do work, because, well, if it's a slow pace, why not keep it slow? It's easier to catch up. Frale now trying to do something. He senses the danger in the points classification. He sends his Glass Drive boys to the front, try and burn off some of these other riders. .5 to the KOM at the top of the climb. Oh, what happened there? 900 meters. Angel Madrezzo there at the front for the Burgos BH, showing their colours. Jeez, the Glass Drive's just going to roll through. Frale doesn't even gain points. His team stuffed up big time. Anyway, they're not dropping the pace. They're still driving it up the climb, and they've stopped now on the descent. As we see an attack from a rider. It is Abrahamson from Monster. He senses 17 k's to go. He thinks he can do it. He thinks he can attack and hold off the rest of the riders. We see how steep the hill is to the finish. It only gets worse after the KOM point. 14 kilometers to go. Team Skoda at the front now. Benedetti helping with some of the pacemaking. But it is Glass Drive setting the ferocious pace. Where is Frale gone? He's sitting right back in the peloton. What a bad place to be when all those domestics are up here. Like there might be a split in the peloton. Pozzovivo's moving up. He's looking dead already. Domenico Pozzovivo not having a good day once again. G-Banana will not be happy with Pozzovivo. His performance is not the best in this race. 9 kilometers to go. Here comes the KOM point, 1.9 kilometers. One rider has been dropped. Who is this? It is Anderson from Team Colo Quick, more Colo Quick riders being dropped. 1.1 to the top of the climb, whereas Frale, all his domestics are at the front. Lagan is dropping back now. One of these riders here is going to drop the wheel and it's going to be pain for everyone. Looks like that's happening about now. Stussy, third overall, is looking dead. Is anyone going for any points here, really? Nope. Frale still leads just, though. Lagan gains enough points to move up into third, second on points. The climb just continues and it only gets worse, like we said. Jesus Harada is looking dead, 6th overall. Conchi, 31st, dead as well. The race leader is not on the best of days. He's looking like he's struggling quite a bit. Like you can see the rocking in his motion. There it is there. It's more intense at the moment. Benedetti's also rocking. Looks like really Simon Clark, Omar Frale and Aolothi are the ones who are not. Where's Ivan Sosa? Here he is here with his domestics near the back of the pack. There's 2 kilometers to go. The climb is just almost straight uphill. 12%. We're expecting, even 13%. Who's going to go for it? 1.3 Ks to go. Harada tries something. Aolothi is the only man with energy left. Vanderbile has got energy. He tries something on the left-hand side, but unfortunately, nothing was able to stick. It's really just going to be the best of the rest. Aolothi takes his 2nd stage win. He celebrates early. He knows it's his. He doesn't even have to look behind him. It's more like a scrum for 2nd, or it looks like Harada will be overtaking Frale here. Simon Clark in 3rd. Who's 2nd on GC? Hernsteiner, he loses some time there today. Oh, looks like Samita from Burgos BH could take it. So we see a few random riders going to go up in the standings today. Bezinek, one of them. Geshinard, Benedetti. Lawson Craddock, another rider for Uber in the top 20. Any big who is down at the bottom of the climb. It is Janssen this time for Team Beat Cycling, who will finish last. Penultimate podium of the race. Aolothi takes his 2nd stage, 10 seconds ahead of Harada, Frale and Clark. No time gap back to Pozivivo or Sosa. Samita's still in the lead, 29 seconds over Stussy as we see Hernsteiner dropping 40 seconds down to 4th position. Simon Clark in 3rd. Harada, Sosa, Frale in 10th. Where's Pozivivo? Is he still down in 15th? Best climber is Aolothi as he gains points on the final climb to take the lead from Frale. Aolothi also in the points classification ahead of Frale again, and Steinhauser still 19 seconds ahead of Van der Velde as Burgos retains their team jersey classification. Here we have the GC going into the final stage. Stussy and Clark move up. Pernsteiner moves down. Frale moves up. Belts moves down. Pozivivo is up 2. The final stage of the race is a undulating route, kind of like what we've had before. We might see some few splits in the peloton. Hopefully nothing too major going into that final stage. And we have the start of the final stage of the Vuelta al Tachira in Bikesleta. Venezuelan race. We have Samita in yellow, Frale in the green, Aolothi in red, and Steinhauser in pink. Will there be a breakaway today? There's no KOM points on offer. So, Who's won the KOM jersey? A.L. Lottie has won the KOM jersey. Yesterday's stage won him that. Excellent work by him. Muff is in the break, as is Nieria. So we don't care about the climber classification, we'll just put sprinter and points classification. We see Bassett on the attack as well for Monster. They're trying to gain back some of the class that they lost when Conchi lost the lead of the race. Three riders in the breakaway up the road is Nieria, Muff and Bassett. Peloton is happy with that and no one else is trying to get in. Excellent. The course is quite hilly, so hopefully we see some attacks towards the end of the stage. It's a short stage too, about 120 kilometers. Actually, it's pretty normal actually. Yeah. Oh well, 6 kilometers to the intermediate sprint. Will we see the breakaway contest it? Breakaway is not contested. Nieria from Rue Bay takes maximum points. Muff in second and Bassett in third. Let's have a look at the map. The course kind of overlaps itself at one point. I'm surprised that riders don't crash into each other. Ooh, it's quite close actually. As we watch from here, we should see the peloton at some point. So the crossroads are there, I think. Yes, the crossroads. As we're coming around through the finishing line, we should see the peloton shortly. Yeah, look at that, straight through the peloton. That is a danger. Oh, a few splits happening in the peloton, like we said. And there's still 60 kilometers to go. It's going to get messy near the end where everyone is going full gas. Ooh, a major group of riders off the back. Bezanek, Anderson, Reinders, Cretin and Brownlee. Reinders I thought would be a favourite for today's stage. Three kilometers to the intermediate sprint point. Here we go. Is someone going to contest it from these three riders? Looks like Muff's trying something. No, he's not. He's just adjusting his position in his seat. A few more riders off the back. Bennett Dixon, the sprinter for Colo Quick. She's a lot of the Colo Quick team, to be honest. As they get crashed into once again, red car of death, killing a few of them. Roubaix losing contact also. 36 kilometers to go. The breakaway has a minute and a half on the peloton. Will we see something happening as we see Lawson Craddock drive the pace up the hill? More riders are losing contact with the peloton. Only 35 riders left in the front as we see a lot more riders sitting up. Berkelmose, is he the favourite? Is that what they're saying this guy is? Nope. 35 riders left in the front. The breakaway, there's an attack in the breakaway. No, there's not. Bassett just cannot keep up. There's 23 kilometers to go. Two riders left from the original break. 20 kilometers. The pace is slowed somewhat. Glass Drive and Benefica come to the front. There's 38 riders in the front group, 35 in the second. The second group is led by Coloquick and they are chasing hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like all the top 10 is here in this bunch. They're slowing down. They're allowing the second bunch to catch back up. I'd say it's a bad tactical choice. And everyone's back together for the final sprint except for Bezanek. 11 kilometers to go. The final stage of the race. What's going to happen? Steinhauser launches an attack. Samita's straight onto as well. Harada, Vanderbilt, Friley and Pernsteiner are all countering. A break of 2 has gone up the road. 10 kilometers to go. Can Steinhauser and Samita make it? Steinhauser will move up in the standings and Samita will solidify his place in the overall. Diamante send their Mexican rider to the front to help chase it down. Pozzovivo and Frale are now working also. Simon Clark, he is the best placed from the St. Uber team after Jesus Herrada lost quite a bit of time the last few stages. There's 17 riders now in the front bunch. Mostly GC favourites, a few other random riders in here. Diaz, of course. Steinhauser goes once again. Diaz is the first to counter Pozzovivo straight on his wheel, followed by Frale. They're setting up. It's a bit of a stalemate. There's 4 kilometers to go as Sosa attacks on the inside. No one saw it coming. Diaz took a few seconds to react. Sosa's looking a little bit dead up the road, but he's got a gap. 5-second gap as the bunch at the front is reduced once again. The monster bunch led by Conchi is caught up to the front bunch. It's going to be a big sprint of 32. Small bunch of 5 out in front. Frale, Vanderbilt, Diaz, Pozzovivo and Sosa. 800 meters now to win the final stage. Sosa dies, Diaz dies, Pozzovivo dies as Frale and Vanderbilt going for the stage. Omar Frale is going to take his second stage of the win of the race. Vanderbilt in second. Best of the rest looks to be Jesus Herrada. Does that move Vanderbilt into the points leader's jersey? We'll have to wait and see. No major other time gaps here. We might see the time gap here, but there's no one who has been caught behind. Interesting final stage of the race, but not as interesting as it could have been. I tried to support Pozzovivo, but he wouldn't let me. He just disappointed me once again. One still, last man on the road. Final stage in the race. Here we have the final podiums. Omar Frale wins the stage with Vanderbilt 11 seconds ahead of Herrada. Aelotti, Pozzovivo, Pernsteiner, Stussi, Samita, Belts and Steinhauser. That's Frale's second stage win. Samita is in yellow. The rider from Burgos was able to hold on and win the race. Stussi in second, then Clark, Pernsteiner, Steinhauser, Vanderbilt. It looks like he's moved up a few positions. Herrada, Frale, Sosa and Ruiz. Aelotti wins the climate classification. We said that. There was no point on offer the stage. He also wins the points classification, 1 point ahead of Frale. Ooh, Frale won the stage. If only he had done something earlier in the race, but so close for him. Young rider is Steinhauser. Vanderbilt gaining time on him today. Sadly, it was not enough. He needed 2 more seconds to take over that classification. Well, retake, because he had it in the first stage. Burgos BH win the team's classification. There we have it, final stage of the race, stage 8. Thank you for tuning in. It's great to have you. We see a few other time gaps, but nothing major there. GC, any changes? Of course, Jesus Herrada goes down, Vanderbilt goes up, Frale up 2, Sosa and Ruiz down 1 each. Top 60 riders in this screenshot. The points classification, Aelotti takes that. Frale Aelotti also in the mountain. See, Frale missed out on lots of things, damn. Van der Beele tried to get into that youth classification. If he won that final stage, he probably would have, well, definitely actually, those extra bonus seconds would have taken the young riders classification out. Thank you for tuning in, people. I guess see you next time, whenever the next time is. Cheers.